to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence out to his left. And a dump off here to Robinson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing Jones. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Eluding the pressure right. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. Touchdown! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Shenault. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They go play action now. Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Lawrence. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They go play action with Lawrence. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely online. They just need a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. On first down, Jones. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Off the play fake, Jones. This is caught, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Giants are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the rout is on here in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. This is caught by Robinson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On play action, Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down, Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now. That's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Back to throw again. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect.
Touchdown! A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants open the lead up to 34-0. Gano the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Going for the deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He finds Robinson, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, and the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tanner Muse with it. Oh, good footwork on the spin. He's got some breathing room. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And this one incomplete. Oh, a dangerous throw. Nearly picked off in the end zone, but instead 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Jones. Forced out to his left. His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run on first down. Robinson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Trying to lay one up deep, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
X3, 218, it's a throw again is Lawrence. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Buying time to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, and the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jones. Going deep downfield for Ross. They've got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Jags grab it. And some room to work. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn. That was a round run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gano now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 49. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Lawrence on first down. And that's complete. Etienne out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Being chased out left. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this